Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Bingo Book. I am your host, Nightshade. You have Sinju, and you have our special guest.
Scoot over, Hogan.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear you loud and clear.
I go by Blackscape on YouTube, but on TikTok I'm Jet Vega, which is a rebranding that I'm doing.
Rebranding.
So we calling you Jet Vega.
Jet Vega, yeah.
Shout out to Jet Vega.
Shout out to
seen some
Jet.
of the content.
Thank you.
I seen it.
Appreciate
Die hard Dragon Ball Z fan.
Okay.
Die hard. All right, so I think we need you to scoot over a little bit.
This way?
Yeah, scoot over and turn that way towards the camera.
Alright, hold on.
Nope. No.
No,
That way. Bye-bye.
no, other
Oh,
way.
other way.
Hey.
Don't look at me.
There you go,
Look
there
at
you go.
them.
Ah, there you go. Okay, cool.
Yes. Okay. So it's a special episode today because, we have been gone for a while.
Turn me down a little bit, please.
Turn you down. Are you number one?
Over there on the board.
You number one? Oh, you want up here?
Yeah, I'm number 4. Lord, there you go. I'm good.
Okay, fam. All right, so there's a lot of good anime that just came out this fall season, right? Arcane season 2. Then you had in manga news, you had Hunter x Hunter come back,
But
or Hunter x Hunter. I'm sorry.
But you forgetting one thing. What we always do when we get a new guest on the show,
Oh shit, yeah.
we ask them the questions like, "Hey, what got you in anime?
I
What was
jumped
your,
the gun.
What was your first anime? We gonna get all to that good
It's
stuff
'cause
in a
you got
minute.
excited.
I
for
was
that
very
anime.
excited. I'm
And then
excited
you
today.
said anime, and then you threw Arcane in there.
I did.
I know it's gonna make a lot of, what got me into anime, or just in general? Like,
Yeah, what was the first anime like say, oh, okay, I'm watching this, and then when you realize it was like, oh, this is anime, like,
So the first anime that I ever watched that it was like, okay, this is anime, is Dragon Ball Z.
of course,
Saiyan Saga. That was the first one that I jumped in, and I was like, okay, this is something that I got to keep an eye out on. And I think I started with the Saiyan Saga, and it just continued up until on Toonami, up until the Frieza Saga, and then because the episodes hadn't, I guess, ported or something fast enough, so it went right back to the Saiyan Saga. So Toonami was doing this run where it was just replaying Saiyan Saga or Raditz, Saiyan Saga, and then Frieza for like 2 years until it finally got androids. And then by that point I was like really into it. Then I started watching Pokemon. Pokemon came out at that point. So those 2 or 3 really, Digimon and Megabots. I don't know if you guys remember
Megabots.
Megabots.
I was
Yes.
so
Shout out to
I was so
Megabots.
into Megabots and Cowboy Bebop.
Beyblades.
No, not Beyblade.
You didn't watch Beyblade? Oh my
By
god.
the time
I
I'm a little,
Beyblade.
I might be a little bit
Beyblade.
older than you, but by the time I watched Beyblade, I was 15, 16.
right? God
old are you?
damn.
I'm 34.
Oh shit.
I mean, you're around the
You're 2 years
corner.
older than me, yeah. So yeah.
You're around the
So-
corner.
so-
I was watching hell out
I was
of
watching
Beyblades.
Beyblades.
My brothers watch. They were like right now. They're like 25 to 28. They were watching Beyblades and
Okay.
Ben 10,
Man,
which
Oh, yeah.
I kind of caught a little bit. I liked it. I liked Ben 10.
I thought Ben 10 was okay.
okay, so Dragon Ball Z was your first
that
start,
was my first. Yeah.
and we obviously know it's still your first love.
Oh, yeah,
at
yeah.
this.
It's number one. I mean, I say a lot of time that Hunter x Hunter is the best anime next to Hunter x Hunter and Attack on Titan. Those are the 2.
Yes.
But Dragon Ball has always been my go-to for everything. It's always my love, my deepest love.
I will put that on a lot of things. Like I'll say Hunter x Hunter beats a lot of anime. I like Attack on Titan. Don't get me wrong. I like the story. I like where it went. I like how it ended. I don't really think it's like one of the greatest of all time.
Which one, Hunter x Hunter?
Attack on Titan.
Titan?
I didn't think it was one of the greatest. I get it.
You're-
It's
you're-
great. It's really good.
You're allowed to have that opinion.
It's
He said you're-
Levi is amazing. Like Levi's amazing, bro. That guy's one of the greatest. He's a side character basically, but he's one of the greatest of all time in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I wasn't feeling the show.
It's the if you like grand scale, like almost opera type of shows, like or movies like Lord of the Rings, Star Wars.
I love Lord of the
it's
Rings
huge-
and Star
it's
Wars.
expansive like that with a huge mystery. Like you remember the show Lost? I don't know if you've ever seen that one.
I watched
It's
Lost.
got a huge mystery as to like what the hell are the Titans. So it's like a very particular show. I just think that when it comes to from beginning to end and how each season ended, how every character was at the end, and how the questions were answered, I think it's perfect when it comes to Attack on Titan. But I always not my hero, freaking Hunter x Hunter. That one caught me
Hunter x
off
Hunter.
guard when I first watched it because it was so good.
Hunter x Hunter, right? Opened up so many doors for way storytelling is told in anime, in my opinion, right? And it the way he builds the world, and he makes it seem how much bigger it is than what it really is. Like, we got this power scale called Nin, right? It's fine. It's fine. But it's only a tiny drop in the bucket about everything else. Like, the fact that the human world is in the middle of a fucking lake. Don't forget that shit.
You know, I forgot about that until the new thing came out, and then the Dark Continent. I don't know if you've seen it.
I haven't seen. We feel like you guys going towards manga now. Like,
It's not. No, it's in anime. It's in the anime.
I probably missed it.
It is mentioned early in the anime, but then it's kind of like no one really talks about it.
Yeah, okay. I know I'm not crazy.
Yeah, the manga shows the world. It finally showed the world new I think chapters or whatever, which I completely forgot, and I didn't realize.
You gotta see it.
Like,
oh my god.
How does that planet even exist? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like in the water, we're kind of an island, and then everything else is monsters. Like,
right.
I don't know. It's crazy.
So supposedly, this is all fan theory, kinda, and a little bit from the author. It's like humans. A lot of humans originated in the middle of this lake, right here in the human world. There are some humans who are better at Nin than others that came from the Dark Continent. Supposedly, Gon and his entire family is from the Dark Continent. Supposedly.
See, I don't know. I haven't caught up in that. I've watched the entire anime, but I'm not anywhere in the manga, so I don't know.
Oh.
That's cool though. If that's the case.
I think it's gonna be fucking awesome. As soon as he continues, like he's put out, I think 2 chapters now. And bro, he goes into so much fucking detail.
Did you actually like read the entire Hunter x Hunter and like?
Oh my god!
And then caught up to this chapter.
100%.
Oh, you did. Okay.
100%.
Because I've already watched the anime, so I would just start with these chapters and like to see. Because I heard, you know what I heard, and this you've read this, so
right.
I heard that Kurapika is not the main character, not Gon.
And
that's kind of the way they wanted it, is to Kurapika because Gon's story's over because he met his dad. He finally found his dad. That's what I heard.
I think
I don't mind that at all because I love the arc where he what's the city called, the one that he goes into and the spiders. That whole arc was one of my favorite arcs. In all of anime.
I can't remember the name of the city. I'm not good at remembering the name of the city, but it was the auction arc.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite arcs in all of anime.
The dark auction arc. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think Kropka's gonna be the specific main character. I think it's going to be like multiple characters in the story because it's not only following Kropka. It's following like some people in the War of Ascension or War for the Throne. I think it's War of Ascension. I'm probably saying it right. Kropka could be the main character now, but it could also.
It's looking like he was going to be the main character. Like,
is that what they said? Like
that's what it's looking. As far as like everything how it ended, like he was like. Finna be on some real bullshit. I'm like,
I'm fine with him.
I'm totally fine with that. Yeah,
he's a great character the entire way. Anyway.
Oh yeah.
And Gon, I think that Gon had his downfall where he killed P2. Yeah, the girl, and then now he's.
You mean a boy?
He found his.
Hold on.
He found his.
But honestly, once you think about it, his story is more interesting than Gon anyway. Oh, I'm just trying to find my dad.
Yes.
The spiders killed his entire clan, and it came from a higher up. So now I'm finna go fuck them up for them fucking my people up. Yes. Oh, okay, cool.
That's the thing too. Even with Hunter x Hunter, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but Hunter x Hunter didn't he come before Naruto and all those?
Yeah. It's a remake. So, you've seen the old anime, the old '90s animation. Then to now, I'm like. Honestly, I thought Hunter x Hunter was like a new anime. So, then I went back. I was like, oh my god.
So you see all those tropes in there. Yeah. And you like watch something like Naruto. You're like, okay, I'm starting to see it.
You
now.
see where
that's why I give Jujutsu Kaisen so much it's just another expansion on that.
He said it's just like if you like Naruto, you'll like Jujutsu Kaisen. Yeah. So I watched it. I'm like, yep, that's Sasuke, that's Sakura. That's Naruto. It's the exact same formula. And okay, you got your mentor. Gojo, Kakashi, hand in hand.
It never fails. You always will find that trope in a lot of shonen anime. It's a big thing that they do.
I mean, if it's not broke, why fix it?
Nah, you can just expand on it. Like, But yeah, that's Hunter x Hunter. I mean, that the new chapters came out. That's interesting too. I haven't read any of them yet.
Oh shit, you're missing some stuff.
Anime only right now.
Oh.
With that one, with One Punch Man, other ones.
I don't know if they're gonna animate it, but I feel like, without a doubt in my mind, if they ever animate the Hisoka and Coriolo fight, that's gonna be the greatest anime fight to ever be animated,
Really?
ever. With the amount of technical fighting and like the way they explain the abilities, bro, using your imagination and reading it from the page, it's amazing.
Really?
Letting that shit be animated, oh my god,
Can't wait.
I can't wait. I mean, that's
light
if they
is
go.
really
That's
messing with
if they go with it, right? That's if they go with it.
Yeah,
But you never know what an anime studio is gonna do.
No, and they have to have some money behind it too. That's kind of one of the things I said about what I've been saying about if you guys seen Dragon Ball Daima, is that I
Listen,
think that the
let me tell you how I feel about Daima.
Ooh, let me. All right, no, because I know you're gonna go into somewhere here. So Dragon Ball Daima, like the way that I see it, is that it is by far the best looking, and this is kind of why I'm getting to that when you're like, oh, hopefully they animate that scene with Hisoka, but you need the right animation team. They need to put more money into it because Daima is literally gorgeous. It's one of the best. It's the best consistently looking Dragon Ball animes ever since the original Dragon Ball. I'm saying consistent. Like every episode, there's not a drop in like animation where you're like, oh man, this kind of sucks. Every other one had it. It's almost like all of it is Dragon Ball Super Broly level of animation, right? The issue with Daima, it doesn't need to exist. It can't justify its own existence right now.
No.
And today they just revealed Boo, the new Boo, and he
Stop
looks
it.
atrocious. and I'm actually in the middle. I'm in the middle of making a video right now. I was editing it about how bad Boo looks because it's lazy. It's lazy. It's horrible. So no matter how much good animation you got, a bad design's a bad design. And he's supposed to be half Cyberman. I guess the Cybermen come from the demon realm. That's the explanation for the Cybermen.
Okay.
They come from the demon realm, and so this new Boo is created with Cybermen. So he looks kind of like a Boo fused with a Cyberman. It looks horrible. It looks like a Xenoverse 2 creator character. You know what I'm saying?
God.
He looks like Monaka.
No, not Monaka.
It's just horrible, dude. So I don't know. I have the story is entertaining and Goku's great, but it's just like it doesn't justify itself at all. And a prequel needs to justify its existence.
I can't get behind Daima.
I know.
I can't watch it. I tried. I really did. But I was all like, why the fuck are they kids again?
Like,
why the fuck are they? You know what you could have did?
You know the crazy part is?
You could have gave every Saiyan back his tail and been like, oh, you know what? We're gonna make Super Saiyan 4 canon.
Oh my god! You know what they could have done? They could have done a Return of the Saiyans arc or something like that, where somebody wishes accidentally
all the Saiyans.
Hold on.
Return.
Let me point that out.
Dope.
Let me say this real quick.
There's so many stories.
What the fuck did 17 wish for? He said, I wish for all the universes that were destroyed to come back, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't they just go off that? There could have been a whole Saiyan destroyer. There could have been a whole bunch of other universes because I don't even think they had like one like.
They could have used that to bring back because I think in Dragon Ball Super they had Zeno had already erased a lot of universes up to that point.
Yeah.
And so they could have done that as an accidental oops, and that would have continued. But I think they really were ending it at Dragon Ball at that point in Dragon Ball Super. I don't think they were really going for anything else more when it came to anime. So, but that would have opened up a lot. There's a lot of fan animation and fan fiction and fan art stuff like that for that. So
they could have did so much.
No.
I feel like a lot of anime studios be dropping the ball. Like another good example of them dropping the ball. No Game, No Life.
Haven't seen it.
Oh my god.
Haven't seen it.
Never mind.
Yeah,
I'll just leave it there.
It's bad.
It's really good.
The animation's bad.
The animation was good. The way the world worked was really good, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that anime. They needed to continue it with a season 2. Nothing. Just gone.
So we're gonna skip it. Like
I'm sorry.
Like no. We're gonna like stay on top. We're gonna come back to Dragon Ball Z. I know this was gonna be a main topic, but Arcane.
No, I do want to talk about Arcane.
Yes.
Because Arcane.
Arcane. Let's start from season 1. So how do you feel about it?
Season 1, I enjoyed it because I played League of Legends. And I was like, oh shit, there's Vicar. Oh shit, there's Jace. Oh shit, there's Jinx. That's Jinx as a kid. Oh shit, like I was really geeking out
Yeah.
over all the people I'm seeing, and then the story got me. Then I'm like, oh shit, this bitch is crazy. Oh shit, this bitch really crazy. And then
But were you expecting the animation to look like
It
that?
was
the
dope.
animation,
Like
I thought.
prior to that, like if you heard, oh, they're making a League of Legends show, and I've seen League of Legends like over the top, view. Did you think the animation was gonna look like that?
I didn't think the animation was gonna be this good.
Yeah.
I always go into like, if there's a show based off a video game, I always go into it like thinking like they're gonna drop the ball. I was amazingly surprised, and they over delivered. Like I was like, whoa.
That was my thing when I first watched Arcane. I never played League of Legends, not one time. So I've never played it.
You
And
know.
so I saw it on Netflix. It's trending by that point. Like it just dropped. It's like number 10. I'm like, let's put it on. And I gotta tell you that Arcane to me is a masterpiece of animation.
Yes.
And storytelling.
I like it.
Yes.
I like
The
it.
first season. Now I'm not saying the second season is bad. I'm saying the first season definitely. Like I was like sold on the world building. I wanted to look up more stuff on world building, the characters.
It made me look up the characters, like who they were and like what their
Exactly.
powers was. But the one thing I got to say, I have to say it. It is Power's fault. It is her fault, 100%.
Oh, the whole show is her.
It's
Yeah.
her fault. Like, not saying she's a bad character, but it was definitely her fault. What happened to music stop playing?
Yeah, it stopped. I'll try to fix it.
Oh,
Keep
okay,
going.
But that is the reason the second season had her as a freedom fighter or whatever. They tried to make it so she's
But the
not
thing
as
is-
much at fault. I guess.
But the thing
can't
is,
redeem
they
that shit.
you can't.
But
But
she can't
they,
redeem that
she didn't even ask for it. They just thrust her into that role. Like it didn't feel
The
comfortable
people
for
did.
her.
They pulled a Batman. She wasn't the hero that Zahn needed. She was the hero that Zahn deserved or some shit.
Yeah, but Batman accepted that several
Right,
times
she
over.
did not.
No,
She was
that-
all
Man,
like,
knew
fuck
okay,
that.
if y'all gonna betray me as a villain, I'm still gonna do that. I'm still gonna do what the fuck I want to do. I'm gonna still save
Always.
the day.
Yeah.
If I'm
Always.
a villain to y'all, I'm a good guy. But
Y'all
she
thinking
didn't
I'm
give a-
fighting to save the day.
It's like
I'm fighting 'cause I like to fight.
everything from start to finish, it was her fault. Well, season 2, okay, she got it. She didn't do any more dumb shit after that. But season 1 is from start
My
to
shit done
finish.
fucked up.
From really, it's fine. It is what it is. From start to finish, it was her fault. From her grabbing the hex crystal from the beginning,
Yep.
blowing it up. It even went to a whole nother Okay, we're going to season 2, but we're going to.
You finished season 2, right?
That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
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 It went to a whole nother universe.
We got everybody like spoilers
This
from
is
this point.
definitely a spoiler.
From
Oh,
this
yeah,
point
yeah.
forward,
Make
spoilers.
Because you need to watch season 2.
You
Because
have to watch it.
There's one episode in there that I thought was like a 10 out of 10 perfect episode. It was, and I think you know which one it is. In the see if you for me that I think it's the best one.
Was it when V was eating that box?
No, man. The fight scene with Echo.
I forgot about that. That was good. Bro, that came out of
I'm
no-
so sorry.
For me, that came out of nowhere.
Bro,
Yo.
it was like,
I was like,
oh,
what?
by the way, I'm gonna lock you in this cell, but then I'm gonna come. Yeah,
I
that's
was
some
like,
shit.
this is nice. Oh, like they're having a moment.
They definitely did
Little bit
that
too much
shit.
of a moment, I think.
Yeah, right before the big fight. Yeah, I'm going to do this real quick.
Boy.
But
Oh no, the episode I was saying was the one where they go back in time, or not to a
what
different
it,
timeline.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
That whole episode, I
But
was
it
like,
made
riveted.
it justifies why
It
to me
locked me in.
it is the reason why they went to a different timeline. Even with what's the guy name with the hammer?
Jace.
Jace. Okay, his shit was crazy. His shit was
He had,
crazy.
like the worst.
Bro, like the worst. You see why he came back all fucked up. He was
I'm thinking like he's coming back. Like this is a different him. This is a different person.
Yeah.
Like when he first came back, I was like, oh, so they switched places with
That's
other
what
people.
I was thinking too.
I'm
when he
thinking,
first came back. I was
yeah.
like, what's wrong with him?
So when he walked up and he's all like, hey, Vicar, pow, shot that nigga in the chest. I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? He like, cause his friend has been down there helping these people this whole time, and he just shoots him in the chest and then kills him basically, and it's all like, oh, well, that's not good.
Yeah, that's true.
And then we switch to Echo and Heimerdinger. Bro,
R.I.P.
yes,
Yeah, R.I.P.
R.I.P. Heimerdinger, right? But
He was great.
he is literally one of the best mentors ever for that shit. One, and the fact that Echo and Jinx basically are Powder in that universe
We're together.
were together,
Yeah.
and she literally helped him make the device that saved the fucking everything. Oh, she had hex crystals
No,
the whole time.
And that was the thing, though. It was giving me. I don't know if you guys seen Super. Well, you probably started seeing Super, but when Trunks wakes up and he sees Goku for the first time in Super, and he thinks it's Goku Black. When he first woke up and he saw Jinx, he started throwing shit at her. That's it was like the same thing. I was like,
he's like, bitch, get away from me.
Yeah, he's like, get out of here. It's like, yeah. He's like, oh, what's going on?
Because ever since then, like, it was always on site back in the original universe.
Exactly.
But then he gets there and she's all lovey-dovey, touching him like, oh, we're together.
Oh, he falls for her at the end. By
100%.
By the end, he falls for her.
That's just it.
That's
He
why I like
always
that.
had those feelings for her, though. Like, it was always slightly implied that he liked her as a kid. But because the way things went, it got shut down. They went their separate ways. They had to fight that one fight. Oh my God, that first fight.
The fight scene between Echo and Powder was, Jinx, I'm sorry.
That fight scene was
so
fucking
dope.
fire, bro.
It was dope as fuck.
I'm talking about, like, I feel like we need more AMVs off that shit.
Well, she's got what it is her moveset's all about like the trinkets or whatever, and then I think the second season pushed a lot of she's fast. Is what it was. She was she almost had Ultra Instinct. She was dodging everything.
So
and I was like, she's a great fighter. Like, she's a great combatant. She throws gadgets at people.
So her thing is she tinkers and shit. She makes grenades, bombs, and explosions and guns. In the game, she's also kind of fast, right? Because that's her shit. Vi is basically a tank type of shit, like a brawler, and then Echo.
Shout out to my dog Echo,
bro.
Cool.
Those 4 fucking seconds, bro.
Yo,
that shit's just so fire to me. But let's talk about why does every black character nowadays have to have the Killmonger?
I knew
the Killmonger.
I knew he was
for
some reason
every
you were heading toward that direction. I saw it a mile away. I was like, the hair.
It's the hair.
The hair, yeah.
Every single black character now has
Miles in the video game.
Yes.
PS5. There's a whole bunch of them that have the same.
The
hair.
Killmonger cut.
It's like the emo.
It's the Killmonger cut, bro. It's the Killmonger cut.
My mic up. My mic wasn't even up the whole time. 4. I'm 4. I'm 4, bro.
You're all the way up here.
Is that 4?
That's 4.
Oh, my bad. I'm looking from here. It look like. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
That's cool. So it's so what is it? How many mics? Is this all for the mics or what?
Yeah, those are mics.
Oh, that's cool. No, but yeah, like it was. He's got some cool movesets too. Echo, I like him.
Oh yeah.
And I like his design. Like, even at the end of that one episode where they go into a different dimension, like when he's about to go back to his dimension, he transforms back into, or I guess the image of what he looked like in that world. And I like when he looked back at her and she's looking at him. Like, I like that whole thing. That was like. Such great storytelling.
Yeah, I like it. It definitely was. It was a good.
And then Vi, oh my God, Vi at the end. I really was not the biggest Vi fan throughout the entire. I mean, she's all right. But I like Jinx.
I liked her better in season 1. I'm not even gonna lie.
In season 2, the ending where she's got the black hair.
She was
she's
just.
when she got Diesel now. Like, she's got like, she's not even like, she's lean. She was lean.
Her back, bro.
I love that.
The shirtless scene when she was like I'm not saying, like, I'm not trying to emphasize on this, but her back was cut as fuck though.
Yeah.
Like that, like shit.
Yeah, but I definitely liked it. He tried to put me on a while ago. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm gonna watch season 1 of Arcane. Then I'm like, yo, instantly, fuck Powder. Fuck Powder.
He's like Echo. It's on site. It's on site.
It was like, bitch, it's your fault. Why everything? Yeah, I'm peeking, bro. Turn me down just a little bit. That's what it was.
Everything that she does in the show has a horrible outcome. I think it's her name, right? Jinx.
That's why she's called Jinx.
Yeah, it's her character. Yeah, she's always has a negative.
She's always had a negative
Rodriguez says,
connotation.
Zach said, One Piece is the best anime. That's what he says.
That's a debatable thing.
Listen, Z-Rod. You want to debate that? You got to come here. You can't be doing it from the text messages, all right? So it's not.
We had one extra spot open. You could have been here, but
you could have been here.
He definitely could have been here. But
One Piece don't even break my top 5. I ain't watched.
What the fuck?
I haven't watched it.
To me, honestly, I cannot. It's the one. I'm like,
I don't like being double teamed on this One Piece thing right here.
We're not gonna do nothing.
Because this is crazy. Like, neither one of you have seen the show, but neither one of you want to sit down and watch it.
I've seen the first season.
The first season.
Like in 2010.
So years ago.
2010, yeah. It was like. I mean, for people thinking like Daima's like an adventure and like you're getting bored on Daima, like the first season of One Piece, I was like, all right.
Daima.
Like,
Daima just doesn't make sense to me.
Well, no, it doesn't make makes sense. That's also part of it. What I'm saying is, you were saying like, oh, I was watching, I was getting bored. Like, what's going on?
No. I can get
Like,
through
One
a
Piece,
boring
the
thing.
first season of One Piece is like that.
I've watched an entire anime about a vending machine in another world. So you can't tell me
Which was that
that
one?
it,
What's the name?
that time I got reincarnated as vending machine.
The one time I got oh man.
So you can't tell me that
And I'm in Japan.
an anime,
Who knows what's gonna be in the vending machine?
me getting bored on the anime
Yeah.
is not like, I can't get through it. I can get through it. Believe me.
You're like
Daima though.
You're like, I watched the Lilo and Stitch anime. Okay, I know boredom.
Right. I've seen paint dry.
I've seen that anime.
I'm just not feeling Daima. It's not making sense. The story's not clicking
No, I hear
for
you,
me.
I hear you.
I mean, like, I liked when Goku flexed on the guy.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, "Oh, you're not stronger than me." Goku's like, "I'm definitely stronger
Well,
than
gives
you."
a lot of love to Super Saiyan transformation, which it's been years.
Right,
Like,
but I'm just
we've
saying,
gotten
it's
a lot of
like,
that.
come on, man. Like, he doesn't have to be small again. None of them have to be small. You could have continued the story where you left off. You could have gone with the Moro arc, right?
Yeah.
You could have the Moro arc. You could have done the Granola arc. Aren't these all fucking
Could
canon?
have brought Oob back in. I don't know what happened.
Could have brought Oob back
But I
in.
think that's the problem is that with Dragon Ball specifically is that they're right now they're having like some sort of like power struggle in the direction it's gonna go next, and Toyotaro is by de facto the leader of the manga, so he's supposed to be coming out with something by the end of the month, talking about the next chapters of the manga, but when it comes to the anime, they have no idea what they're doing, like the direction where they're going.
Whoever's in
They
charge
don't
of this
know what's gonna
anime,
happen after Superhero.
who's ever making this fucking anime, needs to lose their job.
So I got a question. How do you feel about the power scaling in Super? Did it make sense to you?
Yeah.
Because it definitely didn't make sense to me.
Wait, no. Be more specific. I don't know exactly what.
Why is a Super Saiyan God going toe to toe with a fusion of Broly and Kefla? That's the fusion. That's the
Super Saiyan God versus
Goku Super Saiyan God. Why is he having a hard time fighting these characters? He even went Super Saiyan Blue to fight 17 and stuff like that. To me, the power scaling didn't make sense.
So the thing with 17 is like the way that they're explaining is that he was as a machine, as an android, he's continuously growing. So he's been growing on his own up to that point. But if you really look at it, the reality is the story needed him to be a certain strength. But by the end of the Tournament of Power, you could tell that he was at kind of his limit, facing off against Jiren, and he just kind of was the last man standing on that.
Pretty
so
much,
17, to me, his power scaling is they threw it in there because now he's as powerful as he's in the same level as Super Saiyan Blue, or at least the same range. But the problem is that they're not continuing with like all the androids. Like you're telling me that humanity can make androids that are the same level as a Super Saiyan Blue over time. This is during Dr. Giro's era. But then when you look at Superhero, both the Gammas are Super Saiyan Blue level. That's what they're gauged at. So that means humanity can make things like this, and why are they not? Why is no one hiring the Giros as like or why isn't the Bulma company or Capsule Corporation? Why isn't her company making androids that are blue, like a whole army of them, so they can protect the planet?
That's a thing that I've never really understood too, because she's a joke character. I can't remember her name.
Who?
It's a little girl, and she's
Really, I know exactly.
she always puts Goku and Vegeta on their
That's
ass.
like Saitama though. That's like he's like what's it called? Joke character like yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like she's there though. She's an android, right?
Yeah. Oh, kind of. I guess it's supposed to be from Dragon Ball, I believe. So yeah.
There it is.
That is true.
So
But
whoever made her needs to make
that's
more.
the thing though. That would be such a after superhero, especially with the fallout of the Red Ribbon Army. That would be such a cool storyline to go into as to the androids just seem to be really strong. They're like way stronger than humans. Why don't every human become android? Why don't we just make an army of androids to protect the planet? An army of 1,000 Super Saiyan Blue level androids versus Black Frieza.
It was over with.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a cool fight.
I mean,
Frieza
but
could have
Frieza
something up his sleeve maybe, but I don't think Frieza could last as long as an android can.
Even if he doesn't last that long, Frieza be like, you know what? I'm black now.
What?
I'll take you all out. No.
No. He probably just go back into wherever he was training at and train just for a little bit longer.
I mean, yeah, because he's very stronger than Super Saiyan Blue. So the power scaling for Dragon Ball Super, I think, makes sense within the rules that they've made up in this show. But they make those rules because they have to push the story along. and they had to keep the story keep going in that direction. But that was a problem with Super, is that there's too many hands in the kitchen, as opposed to what Daima is literally the brainchild of Toriyama, his last project. The brainchild of Toriyama. That's the last thing he ever worked on. And then the manga is all Toyotaro. So
I can respect that more now.
One person. Super was like everyone, Toei, all these different producers, everything. Even the animation was all over the place. Like, so Super really to me is not like it's not even a top.
I didn't know
for me, if I had to really be objective, it's not even top 10 anime.
I didn't know Akira Toriyama was had his fingers in Daima.
That was the last thing he worked on. Yeah.
I did not know that.
So, okay, now
I will now give it a better chance.
I haven't got it.
I will give it a better chance.
I've been watching other stuff.
I didn't know it was his last thing. Now that I know it's his last thing, I'm gonna look at it. And I'm gonna give it a better chance.
So there is a rumor that there is a possible movie that
Daima.
No, not the Daima. Like an actual movie next that takes place after Superhero. A rumor that was the last thing he saw, and then he had maybe some influence. But that's just a rumor. So if there is a movie next, know that they're probably like, oh, this is the last thing he talked about, or he looked at, or he made designs for. So I don't know.
Okay. So what saga of Dragon Ball was like peak? Like Cell Saga, the Saiyan Saga, Frieza Saga, Saiyan Saga, Buu Saga. What saga was like peak Dragon Ball Z?
I think Buu.
My favorite one is Buu, but I think Android is objectively the best.
It's that. To me, it goes the Android Saga, then the Frieza Saga, then the Buu Saga, then the Saiyan Saga.
Where do you start the Android Saga? Like, what's your cutoff for the Android Saga?
The cutoff is when
it starts.
Is when he beat Cell. That was it. That was
like when it begins. Like what like.
Oh, when Trunks came. When Trunks come in.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my God, Trunks was my favorite. He's still my favorite Dragon Ball. That version of Trunks is my favorite Dragon Ball.
So to me, that's why that's like the best one. Like that's like objectively the story and everything. That's because if you start the Android Saga, like you're saying, like, okay, this is the beginning of the Android Saga, when you first get Mecha Frieza coming to Earth and Trunks, both of their introductions, and then Trunks killing him, and then Goku coming after that. I mean, that's already an amazing beginning to that story. And then you have Bulma being like, let's just go kill Dr. Gero before he makes the androids. Like, that was peak to me. I was like, yeah, see, she always thinks. And she's the smartest character, so I thought that was great. And then you have, like, the story with the androids so the story just keeps giving you mystery, until it finally turns into what you expect as a Dragon Ball Z story, fighting and action. But mystery, why do we have two random androids now? Who's this extra android that's a bug? Like, that Piccolo fights in one of the most epic fights in all of Dragon Ball, but it's like underrated because Imperfect Cell is kind of like a smaller arc compared to like regular Cell.
People sleep on Android 17 versus Cell. Yeah, that is like one of the best fights like Piccolo like ever had. Yeah, like ever had.
Piccolo was trying to save him. Oh, dude. Great.
How come Piccolo always show up to a fight looking badass?
To get mopped.
To get mopped up every time.
The thing is, bro, it's character development. Piccolo
is it character development?
I'm talking about like
how many times has Piccolo won?
Strongest Z fighter.
Answer that question. How many times has Piccolo won a fight?
Oh my God! Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Do you think that he was? I think you could say that he beat second form Frieza because he was forced to go into a third form.
Yes, he had the upper hand.
So he beat that guy.
I will give you that.
And then he beat Imperfect Cell because he made him run away.
Okay.
He actually doesn't put people on the ground. No. If you're he doesn't. Besides Goku. Oh, he beat Goku.
Piccolo beat the underling.
Don't you dare!
Besides Goku, he beat Goku.
He killed Goku and Raditz.
Yeah. Oh, actually, that was the first. Yeah.
He got a double kill. He's the only person with a double kill.
So he actually defeated a bunch of people. And Goku actually, that was, you could even say that spiritually, that was him ending the beef with Goku right there. He killed Goku. Everything he wanted to do since original Dragon Ball, when he was beefing with Goku, he finally killed him, even though Goku asked him for it, basically, to kill Raditz. So that's kind of like a double kill right there. His story kind of completed right there in a sense, because he finally was done with that feud. And then after that, a lot of his stuff is mainly like more histrionic, his connection to Kami, and his connection to the dragon. Those are really the three, and then
Okay.
Gohan. So like
Yeah.
he really hasn't had. That's
He-
why he doesn't need much of a story. Because,
Why did he abuse Goku's son so much?
Because he put him in boot camp.
He was 4 years old.
That was in the Namekian boot camp, buddy. And you know what? Goku left Gohan. Because I think didn't Goku ask him to train him or something? Like that?
I don't know, man.
I don't remember. I had to.
All right,
I
so
don't think he did.
how about
No,
this?
he may not have.
How about
He just seen
let's
the
think
power,
about it like
like, yeah,
this.
I'ma
Let's
train
think
him
about it
real
like
quick.
this. Let's think about it like this. Nobody told Chi Chi that Goku died.
No, Krillin did.
Krillin-
Oh, okay. So
No,
Krillin,
Krillin.
Krillin said, yeah. Krillin show up at Chi Chi house. Yeah, your husband's dead, and I can't find your son.
That was funny. That was funny when he did that. I love that episode.
What do you mean you can't find my son? Yeah, some big green motherfucker took him.
See,
Yeah.
actually, you gotta think if you watched all of Dragon Ball and then you began Dragon Ball Z with the Raditz story,
Right.
it's a huge beginning to like the next Dragon Ball series. Like that's a pretty big like Goku's an alien. He's got a brother. He's got a son. He's dead. Like you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
You get to see
shit.
the afterlife.
You fucked
It's
your
a-
world up,
it's a-
like he
it's a
said.
huge beginning. It's like,
Oh.
oh my god, so much
It is
crazy
big.
stuff's happening. But I started with the Saiyan saga. I didn't start with regular Dragon Ball.
Same
so-
thing.
Okay.
Same here. I started the same. Then
I
I
think
went.
everybody started with.
Then I
something
went back.
later
It was
than
like
the
on
original.
Tsunami, like Dragon Ball. What the fuck is Dragon Ball? I'm like, and I watched. I'm like, oh, this one Goku was a kid, and like, and I instantly fuck with it because I loved it because it was just strictly martial arts.
Yeah.
It was nothing crazy and all this stuff like that. It just, bitch, I'm finna fuck you up with these hands.
It's more
technique,
honed in, yeah.
exactly techniques. And Goku when he fought Master Roshi, I mean, what his name? Jackie Chun. Jackie Chun peak. I love that shit when he was like all the techniques and it was cool. So that's why I like Dragon Ball. I don't think I'll go back and watch the whole thing. I probably like buy all the series and just like have them like yeah that's
I could rewatch Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball.
I actually been trying to get my son to watch Dragon Ball, and it's like it's actually working.
Yeah.
It's
I
actually
mean, like
working.
you put it in the background, he watches it. Or
Yeah,
something? Oh, okay, you just put it on. And...
Okay.
he's 9. It's Dragon Ball. It's just
my kids just watch Dragon. I don't think they've ever seen regular Dragon Ball, but they've seen Dragon Ball Z and Super and everything, all the movies.
Okay. So how do you feel about GT?
GT's good. I like GT.
There's a lot of people that don't like.
I
GT.
hated it when it first came out
I
Why?
loved it.
because the day that it came out was the same. Well, there's no connection here, but for me, I remember very clearly that the week that it came out, it was the same week as 9/11.
oh shit.
What the fuck?
And you may look that up. Like, we had somebody like source it, like looking at. I remember because I was a kid and I remember watching it. I remember in that same time period. Maybe I'm getting my time.
Let me Google this shit real
Look
quick.
it up when it first aired in the U.S. because I could be wrong, but I remember I remember my memories from that event when I was like 11. Dragon Ball GT coming out, Invader Zim coming out, and then soon after Samurai Jack coming out. Like I remember like all of them kind of like in the same breath, I guess.
All right, you may have seen it around 9/11,
But when
but
it came
it
out-
came out February 7th, 1996.
No. In U.S. It came in Japan in '96.
Okay.
When did it air originally? Because when it first aired, it even had a rap song.
I loved the rap song.
I did not like the rap
Step
song.
into the Grand Tour,
You know what it reminded me-
Dragon Ball GT.
It reminded me of those like '90s
The
commercials.
English version of Dragon Ball GT began airing on Cartoon Network's Toonami, November 7th, 2003.
Okay, so maybe a couple years after that. See, I'm thinking like around that. But I do remember watching it, and I remember the rap song, and I was like, this does not seem like Dragon Ball. And then the beginning is them turning into kids. The same kind of like moment where you're thinking like just like in like Daima, they turned into kids. Why is Goku a kid again? So it's like the same kind of like why are we going back?
Emperor
So I remember
Pilaf.
I didn't like it. Pilaf was back. Goku was small, and I saw a drastic dip in the animation quality and the type of the way that it was drawn. Like it didn't look anything like the Buu Saga before it. Like it looked completely different. So I already didn't fuck with it, and I maybe watched halfway through GT from the Grand Tour, and I gave up on it. I gave up. I was like, I'm not watching this stuff anymore. I remember it was one where
Wait, what
it
does
was
GT stand for?
Grand Tour.
What are they touring?
The
universe.
That was the first season.
Are we fucking serious? You know, today, I was years old when I found out it was Grand Tour.
Yeah, it was Grand Tour.
God damn.
And I watched like halfway through. I watched there was a episode where it was like a giant doll or something, and Goku was trying to figure. And I was like, why is Goku so nerfed? Like he's so powerful at the end of Z, and now he's not powerful at all. And so I just wasn't fucking with it so I stopped watching it for however long, and then someone said that there's a new transformation, and I was like, let me check this out, and that's when I saw I had missed out on him versus Baby completely. Yeah. So by the time I saw it, when I caught back up with it, it was him versus 17.
Super 17.
And so that got me. I was like, oh shit, 17's back, and he's like.
Then Omega
Huge, and then that's when I continued watching. Ripped. So I actually missed a lot of the Grand Tour part and the Baby arc.
You didn't miss
that. And had to rewatch it later.
What you missed was Trunks wearing a scarf.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what they gave him a scarf in.
They gave him a.
Honestly, if you was going to me, yeah, I recommend if you're going to watch.
Did they give him a scarf in black?
This scarf
he's got a red scarf in.
Yeah.
That's in Goku Black arc.
I recommend.
Nah, but I'm talking about the ascot. It's like a very.
Yeah, he had one. He had one.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, he had one on.
Yeah, but his looks a lot lamer.
It was very lame.
He also had, it was worse as he had cargo shorts on.
Yeah,
and cargo shorts.
A lot of cargo shorts. But if you're gonna watch, if anybody never watched Dragon Ball GT, I recommend skip all the bullshit. When they was talking about the Tuffles, that's when you should start watching it. When they went out of space and the Tuffles, from there on in, you should watch it because everything got interesting when he came to Earth and he took over Gohan's body, Goten's body. Yep. I mean, and it was cool. And Vegeta tried to fight it because he a badass.
Oh, I loved when they were all they all targeted Vegeta and they were under control in the windmill area or whatever.
Yeah.
Windmills. Oh, I love that episode. That was cool. And then like little baby's face is on his cheek. I was like, this is cool. This is kind of what I wanted to watch. I was like, this is some cool stuff right here. And then yeah, I mean it was good. And actually, what you just said, it's actually really funny because a lot of anime have. There's like sites or Reddit posts where they explain don't watch these like how to watch it in order or don't watch these episodes. Like I used to watch I did that for Bleach. I try to like avoid all the episodes that were not part of the the canon.
Yeah.
I did that for Boruto, which is a huge chunk of Boruto is not canon and it's not part of the manga, so I had to I was skipping it. And then Naruto had a few episodes.
I couldn't even watch Boruto, man.
Boruto's garbage. And then Boruto's as bad as One Piece. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm playing.
Oh my god.
No, I know.
You know what? Hey,
I am Naruto is my favorite anime of all time.
Okay, all right.
It's my favorite. Boruto, I couldn't do it. I even tried. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
So I know you love Boruto. Naruto because Naruto. Yeah, like Naruto everywhere.
Yes.
So I know that you do. And I just had a conversation with Lamb actually talking about Naruto and how Boruto they went the wrong route with Boruto completely, and how Sasuke sucks in Boruto completely. And I told him I was like, this is what I wanted to see after Shippuden was over. This is what I thought was going to happen next. And well, originally I thought it was done, but then I heard there's a new series. This is what I thought was going to happen next. I thought that we were going to see follow Naruto, adult Naruto, as Hokage, what he always wanted to and we get to see it like how he handles world leaders. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, those things don't sound interesting where you're going through like these meetings and whatever, but like they could have made Ninja World interesting and like different things. Maybe an assassin comes in and tries to kill,
or you let him handle a Hokage level threat.
There was a long time ago. There was this guy that was he posts like Naruto content. He actually had me excited. He said after Shippuden, it's called Akipuden or something like that. It was like when Naruto was like Jonin type of level when he's going into like the other stuff, but it just went straight from that to Boruto. Yeah. And I was like, okay.
No, we got one mission. We got
one mission. You're right. You got one mission when
and that's when Hinata fell in love with Hinata.
No, that's the movie, bro.
That was the one mission I'm talking about.
No, there's actually like right after Shippuden they had like them. It was like another episode or something like that. But that's when I think Hinata was maybe pregnant around that time. Their whole outfit had changed.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, and this is the thing with Sasuke specifically, and the way that they've mishandled him completely. I think the last episode I watched of Boruto there was two. There was one that I watched where Choji's daughter became skinny or something. She had some problem or something. She was upset, which I was like, what? Okay. And another one where the villain stepped on Sasuke's head, and I was like, okay, I'm done with this. Because the villain literally stepped on his head and then jumped off his head. And I'm like, and the animation was terrible. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. First of all, you have Sasuke, who is a war criminal, a terrorist, and he's coming back for redemption, basically. What he should have been doing, especially if we're watching a show that's surrounding or focused on Naruto as a Hokage and a world leader, you could have Sakura and Sasuke both be part of that inner council with a couple other legacy characters that could have been part of the council that dictates what the future of the Leaf Village is going to be. But Sasuke has an even more important mission. That's why I hated the way they wrote him in Boruto, because he is the last Uchiha from like what we know from the Leaf. So
Exactly.
if you guys ever
True
seen Legend
Uchiha.
of Korra, what did the last Avatar? That Aang had three kids. Only one of them had airbending. What did he do?
He was fucking the shit out of that
He
lady.
multiplied, and all three of his kids have airbending. Sasuke should have had 4 kids that had
4 or 5 kids.
with Sakura that all had Sharingan abilities, and that
or close enough to it.
And then the Sharingan bloodline should have been the stronger one, regardless of where how they spread. So that way, it would repopulate that clan and remake that clan, and that would have brought so much, not only peace to the Konoha, but also Itachi. That would have redeemed Itachi, because Itachi killed the bloodline, and then Sasuke is the one bringing it back. But instead, we get like
You get
Orochimaru, who's all like, "Hey, I'm gonna make a bunch of weird motherfuckers in my lab, and then Kabuto's gonna raise them in an orphanage."
Bro, we get Sasuke's only daughter doesn't even know doesn't know Sakura as the mom, and thinks it's
Makes no
Bro,
fucking
it
sense.
was retarded,
that was
bro.
random, and then she's never really seen Sasuke. So when she gets saved by him, she really doesn't. He like
Sasuke finna off the fuck out of that bitch. She was finna kill the fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, that's right. He was gonna
finna
kill
kill
her.
the fuck out
And
of
I was
her,
like,
bro.
dude, what is going on? Like Sasuke, instead of Sasuke going the route that I thought, he's just some random, like he's just hunting these Otsutsuki, and and then he comes and goes. He
No.
hangs out with Sakura.
He
for a minute,
comes and he
then-
sees his boyfriend Naruto for a little bit, then he goes back
But
out.
that's what I'm saying. It would have been so cool to have
That's what he does.
Sasuke be the right hand man of Naruto, have him be the bodyguard. You know what I'm saying? Like, say like they were at another Great Kage summit. There's about to be a ninja world war somehow, right? And then same shit happened where Sasuke attacks that. Back in Naruto Shippuden, he attacks that summit, but in this case, somebody else does. They have a new character that I don't really know him, but he's got like the the low taper fade. You know what I'm talking about? The guy with the tattoos and.
You talking about Kawaki?
Kawaki. So I don't really know much about him, but he could have been the character that comes in as an assassin to try to kill Naruto, right?
You
the
talking
ninja
about
that brings
the- yeah.
peace, and then Sasuke redeeming what he had done in Shippuden. He's defending the Hokage summit now against this new so there's so much they could have done, but instead the whole story has to be rediverted, and all these characters have to be put in certain positions because Boruto's the main character, and it's his story now, and that's the reason that everybody else has to suffer.
Yeah.
I hate Boruto.
Boruto is
I
a
hate
lame
Boruto.
as shit character. I didn't like him.
And he's terrible.
I didn't like him
He's
from the
terrible
jump.
character.
You didn't like your dad because he was there. He's a Hokage, and like it just like the complete
That's what I'm
opposite.
saying,
It's the
like-
complete opposite.
Granted, the only where I was like, okay, this is a reasonable crash out was when the cake incident. I remember watching that episode. My jaw dropped because like they wrote Naruto to suck so much in the beginning to make him a bad guy basically, so Boruto can have a reason to hate him or whatever the case. I don't know if you guys remember that episode where
Yeah.
it was the I don't remember Himawari. It was her birthday.
Oh yeah. I think
Cake,
I remember.
the cake
Yeah,
falls on the ground,
oh, yeah,
and then Boruto's
exactly.
face, my face dropped. I'm like, what an asshole! Like he can't even, he
can't
couldn't
switch
dictate, he couldn't dictate whatever was so important to the clone, and then come to the daughter. That doesn't sound like Naruto to me.
Right. No, I feel like Naruto would have never have let his family go, be wasted, because he never had a family. He went and sent a shadow clone to go spend time with his fucking kids.
That's doubled down in the episode that Boruto goes back in time to hang out with Naruto, where Naruto is kind of like jealous, and not jealous, but like jealous is a negative word, like more like looking like awe-inspired at the fact that Boruto has a family and a dad and everything. So he's like, oh really? He's curious because he doesn't have that stuff. Which that's a whole different story. That the what's it called? The third Hokage would let him be in. It's like squander him just like he's by himself alone. Everyone hates him. Like he should have been like the jewel of Konoha. They should have
They should have done
been
so
royalty.
much.
They should have done so much for him, but instead they're like, nah.
They shit on Naruto.
You see
bro.
that?
Dog shit.
You see that swing? You're gonna stay on that. You're gonna stay in that swing. Be sad, okay? That didn't make any sense. But the third Hokage sucked to me anyway. Like in terms of
Oh yeah.
in terms of the way he handled things, I thought it was like.
Hiruzen was the worst Hokage.
But he was cool though.
Was he cool?
He was a
Was he cool?
I like playing.
He was a
Ninja
mentor
Storm.
though, but
Oh
he
my
was
God.
the worst Hokage.
He was the
he was
He
a,
could
like,
teach you some ninjutsus and shit, but he was trash.
Kakashi was better.
Kakashi is 1,000% better. I'd rather have had the second Hokage as his mentor.
Man, shut your ass up. Because you go ahead and say your word. Go ahead and say it. You will go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it.
I'm tired of them you chiggers. I'm so tired of them you chiggers.
Say what you want to say.
I'm saying it.
I'll say it together. I'm just kidding.
We gonna say it together. We gonna kill them you chiggers. I'm all for it, a second Hokage. Put them you chiggers in their place.
This guy here.
This guy.
You what? Yeah, Donzo had the right idea. You gotta root them out from the stem. You gotta get rid of all of them. Then Sasuke not doing his job. You gotta get some Shinju blood in there.
They fumbled Sasuke. They fumbled all of them, man. They fumbled all of them in Boruto. They fumbled Boruto. He's the main character. They fumbled him.
He's trash.
I'm just like when animes like go into like they branch off and stuff like that, they always forget like the source stuff. Like they made it good. They always want to. When they always have kids, it's always fucked up.
GT is a good example of that. Boruto is a good example of that. What else? What else anime?
Daima.
No, Daima is a prequel.
A whole different entity.
Yeah, Daima's a prequel.
A prequel to what?
DBS, I guess, because it's in between DBZ and DBS. So it's not anything like that.
What the fuck?
It's not a
did you
spinoff
say?
either.
It's a prequel.
Daima's a prequel.
So he doesn't even know Beerus and all them bitches.
That's what it hurts the story progression, in my opinion, because there's only so much he can find out. That we can find out in Daima. We can't know about God Ki. We can't know about the gods of destruction or the angels because nobody knows that in the beginning of Dragon Ball Z. At least Goku doesn't know that. And then what Daima does really good is that it sets up the Kais in the demon realm, and it's doing a pretty decent job of that. But you didn't need to go back in time to do that. You could have done that in the next arc. You could have had
you could have had that happen in the Moro arc.
Yeah, but so like a prequel needs to and this is why I was saying this the other day. A prequel needs to make sure that it validates its own existence. So I like the example of like in the New Hope Star Wars. I don't know if you guys seen Star Wars, but Obi-Wan says literally, your father fought in the Clone Wars. That's it. So that's all we get. Like, oh, okay. Oh, Star Wars prequel's coming on. Hopefully they talk about the Clone Wars, and then, but you only that one line. It branched out into everything that we've seen in the prequels of Star Wars and everything.
Well, that's because Disney had some writers that loved their show.
Yeah, so we needed to see that.
We don't have any writers that's loving Naruto right now. We don't have any writers that's loving.
I don't know. We do.
Dragon Ball.
Have you guys seen the Naruto X Ninja Turtles?
Did
you see that? It's like
I didn't see
That's a real thing.
It's a real.
But it's a real thing.
I thought it was a fucking thing.
Like Joe Rogan. Jamie, put it up on TV. You need like a TV to put it up on.
We need a Jamie. We need a
Jamie.
Campbell.
He was supposed to be here.
Yeah, Ninja Turtles X Naruto, OG Naruto, not even Shippuden, and it looks.
Oh shit!
Ninja Turtles are all like Anbu, like they have the mask and everything.
I mean, but they're turtles.
They're ninjas though.
So the Ninja Turtles are supposed to go into the Naruto realm, and I think the Naruto realm at some point, like Naruto and Sasuke and Sakura and Kashi, they go into the Ninja Turtle, like which is just New York.
So they're gonna do New York with guns and shit
against Shredder. Yeah, so so we have there's some.
I better see Kakashi with a sniper rifle.
No, there's some. I mean, you can see that in Fortnite.
Oh. You fucking got me.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, re-download it.
You definitely got me.
How about re-downloading it?
He won't play it. I've been trying to get him to play it. If you can help me get this man to play it.
You don't have to build anymore.
Yeah,
Zero builds.
Yeah, I'm okay.
You know what's also really good is Marvel
Alliance or something like that.
Yeah, the new Marvel.
It's like Fortnite? No.
It's
like Overwatch.
It's like Overwatch. It's like Overwatch.
It's out now?
It's so for free. Yeah.
It's out for free?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Doing a podcast.
Obviously.
But
it looked good.
Since
I'll download
we
it
talk
right
about a anime that is being loved right now. Dandara.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
You guys told me we're gonna go into this, and I am so glad we are because I adore this anime. Now it does get weird, but I love the
What's
fact that
wrong with it getting weird?
I love it though.
I love the fact that they've hidden a romance anime in a shonen anime so effectively to the point where I'm just even the last episode I'm like, dude, these kids are so cute, like they're so sweet, like the fact that they're not like, oh, they like each other but they don't like each other. It's
like
so
a weird
and then so you're like, oh man, like are they gonna get together? And like I'm not really one to even really think about that stuff, but because the anime has now reprogrammed me to think about that, that's such a huge part of the story. But then it's cool every time that they transform. The shonen-esque Bleach kind of transformations that I don't know. You've seen Dandadan,
Mhm.
right? It's so cool.
I love the
I
cursing.
loved
It's
it.
good.
I love the shit talking.
Yeah.
I love all of it. She said, "You tacky bitch." I'm like, whoa. I was like, okay, that's what we doing right now.
Yeah.
That
Man.
when the first thing I seen when he went into the thing, she was like, "Hey, bitch, turn around. I'll let you suck on my teeth if you let me gobble your dong." I'm like, what the fuck did she just say?
It's out of control. It's out of control.
Banana organs.
Banana organs.
Banana organs.
It's so unhinged in such a great way, and the animation. This is why you were saying. I think you said earlier that the anime, like we've been getting delivered with all the animation that's been coming lately, like the last couple of months.
Mhm.
100%, dude.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I'm bringing Dime up again. Great animation. What's it called? Jujutsu Kaisen. I think
Yes.
the movie
Yeah.
just got great, amazing animation.
One
Arcane,
Piece
fantastic
animation.
One Piece just had one, something that came out where you get to see the
It was
story from the soldier's perspective, which I thought was
Yes.
pretty cool. Like
Yes,
one of the
really.
sailors.
Yeah.
It is like if you, like me and you, were just like, oh,
We're side characters.
No,
Them
Goku and
motherfuckers
Frieza
are fighting.
Goku and Frieza are fighting.
Bruh.
It's so cool. Like I watched it and I was like, and I'm not really big into One Piece, but like when you're just a random normal guy, no powers whatsoever, and you just see like Luffy out of destroy things, and he's like,
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm going the other way.
That's awesome.
I ain't gonna lie. If I ain't got no
Bruh,
powers, I ain't got no business
Look,
being there.
he's a sailor. He's right. Him and his best friend
He's a
are
Marine,
sailors,
yeah.
right, Marines,
Yeah.
and everybody's fighting in Marinefold, like while like Ace is getting ready to get executed and shit. Explosions, shit falling down. Dude gets trapped up under a fucking a fucking sailor post, whatever the fucking thing is called. I'm like, bro, like that's like me trying to save your ass, run over, save you. Now we trying to live out this motherfucker, bro. It's crazy.
And then you hear Gatland, like, and then you see behind you, and like the wind and everything, because it's to us, it's gonna be way more intense than anything that they can.
Super intense.
That they can focus on them, yeah, because they're used to it, and that's their point of view. But that's what I'm saying. Like the animation for that was fantastic, and then you have Arcane, which is flawless. What else? What else came out recently? That Dandadan. Oh, that's what my point was. Dandadan is just so effortlessly beautiful, like,
Yes.
in animation.
I love the fact that
and
he got
style.
Shikamaru's fucking personality when he transformed.
Oh, like
He
his
said,
hair?
"This is such a drag."
Yeah,
He said it the exact
it's
same way. I
a
love
drag.
the reference. This is such a drag.
I love
Like
that.
he don't give a fuck about nothing. Like I'll do this shit. Fuck it. It is what
And I
it
did
is.
like that because the episode which is one of my favorite episodes of any anime all year round, was in Dandadan, where you see the backstory of the lady with the hair.
Oh yeah. What
that-
the?
And then you get to see it was tragic, but you get to see it, and I'm just like, dude, this is powerful, intense stuff, and I think a lot of people can kind of relate to this sort of thing. But I love the fact she did die, which made me sad at the end. But then, spoilers.
Spoilers, people.
Spoilers, but I like that
is what it
she
is.
got infused with the girl, like, and now
Yeah, she
there's
got the
two
power.
of them that have power. I'm like, that's okay.
I fuck with it.
Bring me more. And there's only 2 more episodes of it. And dude, now we get. Oh, did you see the last episode, the newest one?
I have
Episode
not.
10? No, I didn't see it yet.
Okay, I can't. I'm not gonna spoil it. There's something happens at the end of the episode where I didn't understand it, but then I was like, oh, that's the route we're going now. So like they're really pushing this romance stuff, but I'm here for it. Like I was like, okay, this is great. I laughed really hard when I saw it. I was like, this is great. It's fantastic, dude.
If I'm reading the manga, so they're probably trying to introduce like another male. That's my guess.
That's a solid guess. Yeah, and then the what's it?
I'm like, you,
and
like
then Okuru's face when he sees it, dude. It's like what?
He's all like, "Fuck that guy."
And she had a crush on him, and then he's like, "What?" I'm like, dude, I laughed so hard. I was like, "Oh, I get what
Well,
you're
the
doing."
thing is, in the beginning of the intro, you can see the characters going to be in the show. It shows you the characters, so it's like
one of the characters. I think he may be in the intro then, because I have.
yeah. I'm pretty sure. Guy with blonde hair or some shit like that.
Yeah,
He's in there. He's definitely in there. I don't know what he's about, but yeah. So
He's gonna be the Sasuke.
of course, it always got to be a Sasuke.
Always
No,
gotta be a Sasuke, especially every anime guy.
I love that show.
It's a good
I'm
show.
going to watch it tonight, just because.
Yeah.
I'm like, but Dandadan is like top tier right now.
Oh, I have a question for you guys. What would your top 3 anime of the year, 2024?
Kaiju number 8.
Kaiju number 8.
Kaiju
I'm
number.
picking
Goddamn.
picking Dandara,
Dun, 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 dun.
and honestly, I can't pick a third one because
Top 3 of the year.
Was Attack on Titan the season finale? Was
I
that
thought it was last year.
Was it
I
this
think
year?
that was last. I want to say last
I
year.
think I'm gonna say
wanna
last
say
year.
last
If it wasn't last year, I'm picking it.
Yeah, because that ending was great.
So my top 3 for this year: Arcane,
Okay.
I'm not gonna pick same anime as you guys because I'm honorable mentions is gonna be Kaiju number 8,
Are we saying
Dandadan,
like anime? We can like in broad sense, like a net.
a broad net.
Broad net. Because
What I watched
Arcane's not
this year.
anime, but it is anime.
Ah,
Animation. Animation. It's
animation.
animated. Yeah.
Okay. Let me dial it back
Because if
then.
you throw Arcane in there, I mean, I liked the last season of Invincible.
Ooh,
I like that. That was
That
the
was also
beginning. That was
really
the beginning of the year. I like that one a lot.
Oh shit! I forgot about Invincible.
Invincible came out. Yeah, Invincible came out. There's a whole bunch of them came out.
I watched
Kaiju number 8 was. I watched
Kaiju
the
number
first
8.
episode. That was pretty good.
The Osin Adventure.
Ocean Adventure.
He's like 32 years old. He stopped being an adventurer's clerk, and he was all like, "I'm gonna go train for a couple years," and came back as the strongest. Like that's actually pretty fun.
I don't know. I haven't seen that one.
It's on Crunchyroll. It's on my list. That's in my top 3 right now.
What about Jabba's Reincarnate? Didn't that come out this year too? The season.
Oh yeah, when he was fucking the shit out of that girl.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, you gotta watch that one.
I haven't seen that one. No.
That's actually pretty good.
How's it going?
Jabba's Reincarnation. Have you seen any of it?
Man, you need to watch it.
It's actually not bad.
You said Jabba, like Jabba the Hutt.
Jobless.
Oh, Jobless Ring. Oh, is that the one where the
It's called Mushoku Tensei
Why does it sound so familiar?
because that's the name of it. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that shit right.
Which one's the one where is that? That's not the one where the.
With Rudius.
I forgot that anime existed.
Damn.
It was like Loki. It was good.
It was good, but it's that okay? Dandadan holds nothing in weirdness to that one. That was the
There
one
it
where the guy in the real world dies.
Yes.
Yeah, the fat guy.
He's a baby, and then like the
Yeah.
baby, but still with the mentality.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
That's
I don't
it.
know why-
That's it.
Why am I watching this? Next. like what? Next. You know what it was? It was the cat girl, the big bulky one, the big muscular one. What's
Oh
her name?
shit. Oh,
yeah,
I know who you're talking about, but I
Yeah,
can't remember her
I
name.
liked her. I liked her a lot. She
Oh,
was
yeah.
cool. And it's so weird because that one actually, I didn't even know the second season came out.
I think it's almost yeah.
It was like part 1 and part 2 of the
I didn't
season.
see it.
Season 2 had a part 1 and part 2,
Oh wow! See,
and it actually tied up a bunch of loose ends. It's
that's
nice.
the thing because I like the world in that one too. That brought me in, just like Arcane. But I haven't seen that one yet.
Oh, let me go back to Hunter x Hunter real
Okay.
quick, guys. So, have you seen this anime called Toriko
Yeah. It's the guy with the guy with the blue hair.
with the blue hair?
Yeah.
If you want to think about the Dark Continent, right? Think about the later side of Toriko. That's the Dark Continent.
Okay.
And that's the best example of the Dark Continent I can give you. You got to watch
I
it.
have to do more research on Dark Continent because I don't really know too much about it.
It's supposed to be where your only goal is to survive,
Yeah.
right? It's everything over there is a apex predator in its own ecosystem. So once you
Do
get there,
all the monsters and all the creatures have Nen.
I wouldn't say that they all have nin, but you need nin to beat them.
Okay.
And they so the chimera ants don't naturally have nin, but if they eat something that knows how to use nin, they will learn nin.
I heard that the Chimera ants were on the weaker end of things that came from the Dark Continent.
Exactly.
That's what I heard.
Yes.
So that's why I was like, oh, some crazy stuff over there then.
That's
Oh.
some shit, right? Like a chimera ant is the weakest thing. So
You know how strong the motherfuckers gonna be over there? Yeah.
Netero has said that
But what's the reason for them even to go to the Dark Continent?
adventure.
That was it.
We're hunters.
Oh, okay.
We go for the adventure. If nin was real, would you do it?
Go to the Dark Continent?
Would you learn nin?
No. Who was that one? The doctor one. He was using his
Oh,
Nen just to get money.
for medical, yeah, medical.
That'd
shit.
be anything practical. That's how I'd be using Nen.
He wanted to be a hunter so he can get money because his friend died. But that's beside the point.
I would still just choose that. I'm not gonna.
I would learn nin. I think I'd go on that adventure.
You'll go on that
I would
adventure.
go on that adventure.
then-
You'll be a villain though. We are.
I'm always a villain.
He's a villain.
I'm always a villain.
we
My
always-
powers will be the
We always
craziest
had a
shit.
thing like he'll be a villain and I'll be the one who got to stop him because I am so honorable. That's what he says. To
I
me.
will be the villain.
And I'm like, you can't do that, bro.
Oh, 100%.
Oh.
100%. I'm
Like what kind of like Hisoka like that?
no.
No, that bitch is a villain.
Not
He don't
Ahsoka.
give a-
Not Ahsoka.
You be
Not
Ahsoka?
Ahsoka.
Ah,
Not
shit, you be
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka, man. I don't know, man.
Worse.
Worse than Ahsoka.
Worse.
Oh, well, yeah.
Nah, fuck that. I'll be a villain though.
You'd be a villain.
I could be a villain.
So
Okay,
I got it. No, I'm gonna just. Oh, you can go ahead. And we got one
I
more
was gonna
topic.
ask like what kind of villain? Like who? Like when you look at villains, like
World
throughout
domination.
throughout.
World
Okay,
domination.
so which villain aligns to you the most, like in pop culture, anime, everything?
Thanos.
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 Thanos had no world. He didn't have world domination.
He actually I wouldn't. You can't even call him a villain really because he only wanted to make, snap half the population. I know.
That is
World domination. World domination. I'm talking about. I'm ruling everything. This is all my shit.
Are you gonna be like when you rule the shit? Are you gonna be like a fair guy?
Nah.
Fair,
No.
like,
What?
Are you just gonna be like
Absolutely not.
everything is under?
I don't see that at all.
Nah.
You fucking die. You
No.
have nothing to do.
I'm a villain.
I see the chains. I see the
Just cause.
the bondage.
Just 'cause.
Yeah, I see everything.
I'm doing all the evil things.
Yeah, all the things. Huh?
Just cause. I would do whatever I want when I want, and then,
Well, what power would you have to do this? Just the power of your army or whatever, or like you have powers on your own?
Oh no! Wait, are we using Nin right now?
We
No,
gonna,
just
we
in
gonna be like
general.
Overlord.
Overlord.
He gonna be just
Oh,
like
Overlord.
Overlord.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Oh,
I can hear.
just make sure.
Oh no,
I
no, I
can't.
can't.
I
Hear
can't
you.
hear you at all.
I just muted. You got muted.
Yeah, you just don't care about me. Now I can hear
I
myself,
think he muted on you. It's like, dude.
bitch.
I don't remember hitting his button though.
Okay.
But I think when it peaks too hot, it mutes itself.
Woo! Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but now the next topic before we get out of here because we're on the hour. What are the most influential animes that like shaped anime today?
Astro Boy, Cowboy Bebop, Sailor Moon.
Dragon Ball Z, of course.
Maybe Dragon Ball Z, Hunter x Hunter.
Hunter x Hunter.
Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon.
Pokemon.
I didn't know Pokemon was an anime until like not recently, but like when I really started diving in, I'm like, that's an anime.
That was one of the first ones.
That's a fucking anime.
Yeah.
Pokemon and Digimon.
Are animes, and I'm like,
But Pokemon, I think, derived from Digimon. Like Pokemon came first.
Pokemon.
I don't
came
know
first.
who came
Digimon-
first.
Pocket Monsters, I believe.
Pocket
came
Monsters.
First. Yeah.
Pocket
Digimon
Monsters.
is digital digital monsters.
Digimon, digital
Yeah,
monsters.
so Pokemon came first, and I think Pokemon is one of the. But then you have all the films from what's his name? Like Spirited Away, like all those films from
Oh yeah.
Studio Ghibli. I think
Yeah.
like My Neighbor Totoro. I think those are extremely important when it comes to a lot of anime.
They are.
You know, that's just my opinion because a lot of those story beats really definitely go into I don't know. It just goes into different realms and storytelling types when it comes to other anime, especially ones that you find like adventure ones. Anything adventure, anything political. Princess Mononoke, that's a good one. You know?
Okay. Yeah, definitely. Dragon Ball Z is one influential because it's like a starter for so many people. Like we ask everybody come on the show, they either say, Dragon Ball Z, or they say like one person said Inuyasha. Like,
my wife.
Stop.
My wife
I do not like
My
it.
wife
the
loves
the fact that I'm like, okay, Inuyasha.
Inuyasha is such a woman's anime.
Or Yu Yu Hakusho. Yeah, it is.
Oh, you.
I mean, like, I don't listen to our female viewers. I'm not saying that to be like weird or nothing.
All two of them.
I just-
no, there's
There's a lot. There's a lot.
Okay.
On TikTok. They're viewing.
Are we live on TikTok right now?
You're live on TikTok.
shit.
You can say
That's
something to
cool.
the people.
Hey TikTok. But I never really liked Inuyasha, bro.
I couldn't finish it because it was
I
like
finished
it got
I
repetitive
finished
to
it.
me.
I
And
had to
honestly,
finish it. Once I start that motherfucker, I had to finish it.
I never really seen it like that. I seen it with my wife, and I see it when I was a kid. It used to come on like after Adult Swim.
Every
Yo,
night.
You wake
Every
up
night.
to the
Yeah.
ending.
What's it called?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it would wake me up out of my sleep.
Every time.
Next to those commercials.
It's always so extra loud, and it's like, damn, I gotta go to school.
It's now 17, now 15. What is that with like the music?
Shit.
Be on faithfully too, but Inuyasha.
If I had to really recommend an anime for someone to watch right
Like
out of the
starting
gate,
out.
Death Note.
Oh,
Death Note.
Death Note.
Yeah.
Death Note gives you so much of a love for the show immediately. Like the first 3 episodes are just so much of pulling you into the story as fast as possible that by the time like it has some slow episodes where you're trying to find out who Kira is, you're already built in for the ride. It's the same thing with Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan does the same thing with the first episode where the mom gets killed.
I want to be 100% honest. I didn't like Attack on Titan at first. I didn't even want to give it a chance because it was so slow, and then I was like, I ain't even go try it again. Then after that, why do I feel like y'all can hear me?
I can hear you, but not in here.
Nope.
I can hear you out here.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. It's just like once I got past that first episode, and when they came through that fucking wall, I'm like, oh shit, and start eating people like fucking candy.
Yep.
I'm like, yep, I'm hooked.
When they ate his mom, I was
Ate that bitch like ate that bitch.
It's because you don't really know what the story is going to be about in the first episode at all. Like,
I watched
you see
that
the
shit
intro and you're like,
faithfully.
okay, they're monsters or whatever, but then you don't.
Okay.
Well, we finna end the show. Have a seat. We finna end the show. We literally about to end the show. You gonna walk off.
I'll be right there.
This guy here. But guess we're gonna continue about but I watched it from start to finish. I'm like, I can't believe I wasted all this time not watching Attack on Titan. I felt so like hurt.
Did you watch it all in like one go, or did you watch it like as it was coming out? Because it was like a part.
No, it was so late. It was so late. Like it was so late to watch it.
Yeah.
The last season came out.
You just recently watched.
I just recently watched last year. Last year I completely finished it. So I was like,
now you're up to date. You saw.
I was so
you saw the
like.
vision. You're like, okay, this.
Now I got Attack on Titan, a hoodie, a jacket. I wear it to my.
Attack on Titan is so good, and I'm hoping that I don't know the mangaka who does it, but I'm hoping he does something else, because something new. Because that story was fantastic. I mean, not wasted, but he spent a lot, like 10, 15 years on that story. Like, I would love to see what he comes up with next. You know.
But if it does come back out. But I'm like, the thing is, like, so Aaron's dead. Cool. So what happens next?
Nothing.
No, that's it. It's done. Yeah.
It's over. Like
the ending where he actually no, it's not over because you seen the ending, right?
Okay, so what could technically happen with Attack on Titan?
What can happen? That's what I'm asking.
No, because the ending.
Somebody else could find
they'll
the serum.
They'll find the serum, yeah.
And then it starts over.
The world basically restarts, and it's the same BS. It's the same thing. It just same crimes.
They're gonna find the same serum. They're gonna find the same Titans. And you have people getting eaten by big ass giants again.
The crazy part.
And then history repeats itself. War never sleeps.
It just eventually. What is going to happen?
War never changes.
War never changes. That's from Fallout.
Well, it's about that time. Go ahead and you
Okay.
There's actually one thing that I
got you.
All right.
that I wanted to say, and that is, have you guys heard the news for? Have you seen Avatar?
Yes. You talking about the season 2? You talking
No.
Did you know
There's a new Avatar, Earthbender.
The new Avatar's coming out.
Fucking legs gone.
Yeah, they just dropped the concept art and the story. So the concept art is the Avatar is a twin.
Okay.
And one is a little girl, and the other one's something else. I don't know, but like the girl is the one that is the actual Avatar. So only one Avatar, and the only one that she can only go back to Korra, because Korra ended the Avatar line. So Korra's kind of like the original Avatar now, and then she's only got one leg.
Fuck Korra.
She's only got one leg.
That's all I'm saying.
And the four nations are gone.
Really?
Because something happened, a catastrophe that Avatar Korra, I guess, either tried to stop or failed to stop or something, right? And destroyed the planet. So now there's 7 havens. Is 7 countries basically.
So let's talk about that real quick.
Instead of 4 nations.
Korra's fucking trash.
Of course not trash.
Korra's fucking trash. What are you talking about?
Wrong.
How you gonna?
Wrong.
Here we go.
How the fuck?
It couldn't be more wrong.
How the fuck you gonna lose every single previous incarnation?
She didn't do it on purpose.
It doesn't matter if it was on purpose or not. She still fucking lost.
The fact that the new show also the whole beginning of it is because the planet's ended because another bullshit thing that happened to her, and she tried to stop.
She sucked.
She never got a break, dude. She faced more adversity than Aang did.
You know what Aang did? You know what Aang did though? He listened to his old lives.
Aang, because he had them. She
lost them because she's fucking trash.
No, because she got ambushed. Dude, Aang could not. I don't think Aang could have survived the same attack.
1000%.
When she lost the
Aang was a better bender in every way.
No, he was a better. No, I don't think it was a better bender.
In every way.
Absolutely.
In a one-on-one fight, he's whooping Korra's ass.
I love Aang. Absolutely not. Korra. Now
Korra?
Korra was
Really?
trained from a kid
Right.
all the way to an adult. The only one
Right.
she did not know was Air. So
Right.
she was a beyond master with all of them.
Barely.
Aang had a year or so to
Barely.
do all of them, and she barely knew how. By the end of it, he barely knew how to do all of them. Where even like
He still was on.
Katara and Toph were like, man, you could probably still use work on these things. And then he needed the Avatar state to defeat Ozai.
He's not lying.
Right.
He needed that.
lying.
But
Korra was trained as a militant in the White Lotus.
Still trash.
And she faced far more adversity.
And she still lost.
No, she won at the end.
How she win it?
She defeated metal bending Hitler.
Even if she beat metal bending Hitler, she still lost all my previous incarnations. I don't like it.
Yeah, but that wasn't her fault. That was the Avatar. That was the what's his name? Was the Black Lotus? Is that what it's called? The Red Lotus?
The White Lotus. No, Black Lotus. This is Black Lotus.
It was the bad Lotus.
What's the guy?
I didn't see Korra.
I didn't see it.
The one that sucked the air out of her mouth.
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
Hey,
Watch it. No, watch it.
I've seen clips and stuff.
Watch
like
the first
that.
season, and the first season is probably, in my opinion, the,
And how
the
she
most
gonna?
well done one.
How come she got to try and fuck the whole team?
Okay, so the first season also.
You say what?
She tried to fuck the whole team.
Well, she tried.
She got she got both brothers, and then she was all like, you know what? I don't like that. I went for both brothers. I'm gonna go for the girl you like, bro.
She ends up being. I think she's bi at the end, right, or something like that, because she likes both. She's bi by the end of it, but it doesn't matter. We're talking about
Korra
feats.
was trash.
We're talking about feats. Korra was fantastic, dude. Had great characters, great animation. Great
Okay,
fights.
you know what?
The
Let me
fight
help you.
between Kavira and Korra, where Kavira's
All right.
beating her ass.
You know what?
Was great.
You know what? You right. You right about this.
Okay.
Everybody but Korra in the show was amazing.
Just
Her whole team was amazing.
Hey.
Mako, amazing.
Just not true.
The lava bending guy, amazing.
It's not true.
The girl who uses technology and shit, amazing.
I'm forever.
Korra herself,
I'm
trash.
forever gonna be a Korra defender, bro.
You could defend
I'm
her
forever
to
gonna
you.
be a Korra
You know what?
defender. She did the best she could.
She did the best she
She did
could.
the best that she could. But I'm telling you right now, Aang could not. He would have such a hard time if it was Aang by the end of Avatar in the same scenarios
Right.
with the guy who removes of your Avatar ability, your elemental abilities in the first season. Then you have the spirit realm and everything that goes on in the second one, and you have the fighting between the two entities. Then by the third one, you have the evil Avengers chasing after you, and then finally you have metal bending Hitler. Aang would have already lost by the time that he would have been in the second one, where
No.
he was facing off against the what's it called, the bad Avatar and the good Avatar.
Check me out. He's not lying. I haven't seen Korra, but
Aang would have overcome that.
check
What are you
me out.
talking
Bro,
about?
check me out.
He would have 100%.
Listen what he's saying though, bro. Aang
So-
did not know how to do everything. He needed the Avatar.
So you guys are trying to, you know what?
To be Ozai, he needed it, bro.
My name is Nightshade. I would like to thank y'all for coming to the
No, because actually, because actually, exactly what he's saying is that Aang is like
He wasn't a master and none of the shit, bro. Only except
and he would have lost to Ozai at the end if he had
Yes,
no
he was
Avatar
getting his
state.
ass beat.
Yeah.
He was 12.
If anything, he's a Mary Drew. I'm just kidding.
He was 12.
Oh, he's like a Mary
Aang
Stu.
was
He's a Mary-
12.
Mary
Why he's
Stu.
saying he would have lost.
Aang
bro.
was 12. By the time Aang was, what, 20-something? He was a master of
We have
everything.
not
But
seen that.
okay then,
We
but
have
he's
not
talking
seen that.
about-
That
he's
show has
talking
not
about-
come out yet.
Even
We
if...
don't know.
Read the manga.
There's no, no, because there is actually, I think next year, 2025, there is, apart from this futuristic Avatar show, there's also one where it's the Avatar gang in their prime. And that one's coming out with brand new animation, everything like that. But it's the whole Avatar gang.
Okay.
And that one, I think they're all 25. So that one, we will actually get to finally see them in their prime. So everything you're saying, I'd be like, yeah, Aang would have.
I'll only be
went
happy
floor with Korra, but as it stands,
if I get to watch Korra die.
as it stands, Korra, Korra is supposed to be 60 in her 60s by the time the new show comes out.
So she was in her 60s?
She's in her
She lived a ripe old age? Fuck Korra.
yeah, she's
Bro, I don't like Korra.
don't like
I ain't even
Korra
gonna lie.
that
best.
Bro,
You know, I got her skin in Fortnite too.
I'm gonna download Fortnite just to shoot you in the face.
All right, that's fine. Yeah. I'll be Korra.
Okay.
Korra's a great character. She's great. She's phenomenal.
Man, I do not like Korra. I can't even hide my dislike for
I can
Korra,
see
bro.
that. Did you watch all 4 seasons?
I watched every single season,
Did you read the,
all
read
the way.
books?
There's books afterwards.
There's books afterwards.
I will. You know what? If
One
you
of my favorite ones is the trial of Kuvira, which metal bending Hitler. You get to see what happens right after that, where they put her in
I'll
almost
check
like the
it out.
Nuremberg trials. Like they're like, you try crimes against humanity is what she did.
I'm gonna check that shit out.
And it's a
But
really good book.
She definitely pissed me off, bro. The only good thing she did was bring back all the airbenders by opening up the spirit realm. That's it. That's
true.
all she did that was good for me.
Oh, in general, you're talking
In
about
general,
general.
in general. Other than that, she was fucking garbage to me.
She stopped.
Barely.
Kavira
Barely.
halted her at the capital.
Barely.
Capital city. That could have been bad. She would. Kavira.
You know who could have
Been the
stopped?
Third Reich.
You know who could have
What are you
stopped?
talking about?
You know who could have stopped her? Toph. Toph could have stopped her.
Oh, here we go. No.
Yes.
At that same age, at that age that she was in
100%.
She's almost 100.
Yes.
There's no way Toph would have gone. If
Toph wouldn't have went. Nah, Toph was
Not
all
only
like,
Toph would've
I'm
gone,
old. I
but-
ain't
but-
fucking with that
but
shit no
also-
more.
no,
but Toph could have stopped her.
No.
Toph could have. Toph
Kavira defeated all of Toph's children
barely.
and then beat Korra's ass in front of them.
Damn. I mean, this is why I don't like Korra though, because she lost.
It's
Bad.
But she
she lost.
she won at the end. She lost the battles, but she won the war at the very end. She defeated everybody. She defeated all the villains.
So, did she win with Avatar State?
She didn't need it.
She didn't need it.
That's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
She didn't need it.
She's
she was
fucking
actually
garbage.
poisoned for 2 seasons. She couldn't use the Avatar State.
God.
So she was poisoned. And actually, in the second season, she really couldn't use the Avatar State because she had to face off only until she faced off against the evil Avatar. So she actually has used the Avatar State less than Aang did, and Aang did a lot of shit with the Avatar State that normally he wouldn't be able to pull off because he's not trained. He has no experience. And the first battle
That's what he's saying.
And the first battle that he really went against, he ran away. He could have tried to save the air nomads, but he didn't.
He's not
He
lying.
didn't wait. He ran away because something else had happened.
He ran away because he didn't want to be Avatar.
Yeah, he was a kid.
He's a bitch.
I'm not saying all that.
All right, I'm Nightshade. I like.
I love Aang.
Thank y'all for coming to watch the bingo book today.
No, you're not in the show like that. You're not going.
It's like the credits start rolling, like, and they're still talking, like, no, hit that button. No.
Listen to this.
No, yeah, because Aang is not, you can't put Aang on a pedestal like that. Not yet, anyway. Not until we watch
Bro,
that
12-year-old
25.
Aang?
Yeah.
No, you can't.
12-year-old Aang can't, he'll lose to Korra every single time. He'll lose to Korra in the first season. That's how that.
Bro, Zuko was buying this bitch, bro, with this, because Zuko was training, bro. Like, yeah, I'm putting, like,
Yep. Exactly.
Zuko over Aang.
Zuko could have defeated Aang, I think. Aang has the Avatar State. He fell into the Avatar State several times throughout the season, and especially the third book. Almost all the time using the Avatar State whenever it was too hard. Or not too hard, but he was like in dire straits. And I understand because he's 12. He ran away for the first time, so he didn't really get to train for 100 years. And then he had only about a year or so until the Sozin's Comet.
master.
So he had to,
And he
there's
still
only
didn't
so
become a
much.
master.
There's no hyperbolic time chamber where Aang can walk in for 5-10 years and then, and then come back out. So he really was kind of like, he had to use the Avatar State. So there's no way that Aang without the Avatar State, by the end of of the first Avatar, could defeat Korra even in the first episode that she was just going to Republic City to try to do air
I need to
nomad.
watch Legends of Korra.
It's really good, dude.
You should watch
I might have
Korra.
to watch it because the logic that's been taught means it's been like put out there right now. It makes sense.
That's
It
just
makes sense, like, bro.
He's
Because
so, he look either you're upset that they were right, or you're looking
I'm
for
just
shit
going
for your
off-
own
I
argument
haven't-
because he's like
I haven't seen it, but
I ain't trying to
what
leave
is-
me the fuck
what-
alone.
what is Reddit saying about
like
Avatar Aang's power
Aang,
level?
It does it because if you've seen the whole Avatar, you've seen how Aang barely win all his tough fights. Barely wins. He like skin of his teeth. There's some fights he might win. Okay, I got my air bending and stuff like that.
He
But
lost
like,
to the boom guy. He was losing to the boom guy with the guy with the freaking thing in his forehead. Like he was losing to him too. Shit, he would have lost to Katara. Katara had bloodbending by the end of freaking. Actually, Katara could have defeated him with bloodbending because in Korra we get a flashback where Aang is completely immobilized by bloodbending.
but then he went to the Avatar state to get out of it.
He forced himself to go in the Avatar state to get out of it because he couldn't get out of bloodbending.
That was the guy who was bloodbending him.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Aang cannot. Katara could have defeated him with bloodbending because he's immune. He's not immune to it. So the only thing that he could do is go into the Avatar state to get out of the bloodbending. So any bloodbender really would have kind of an easy time against Aang unless he goes into the Avatar state. and catches him off guard. So that we saw Aang in Korra, he had to have been like in the flashbacks in his 40s or something. So he's not really in his prime, but we're gonna see him in his prime in the new season, a new show soon, and then we can see. And
How
then
they do it justice.
And then at that point, I can be like, all right, okay, all right. He defeats Korra.
So
He finally defeats Korra.
I'm gonna back up.
Yeah, he's a fully realized and mastered Avatar at this point, and seasoned.
Okay.
Go ahead and end the show now, sir. Yeah. If you like to end the show, go ahead.
Last words.
Like Sasuke could have defeated.
Closing arguments.
Sasuke could defeat Aang.
Sasuke can defeat Aang?
Sakura could have defeated Aang. All right.
You know,
Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
No, I gotta say it. I
Don't
gotta
you
say it.
do it.
I got to say it. I gotta say it.
What are you gonna say?
Krillin can beat Aang.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Krillin can beat Naruto.
yeah, sure.
Kid
Naruto.
All of them. What are you talking about? Every single one, especially adult
Send you
Sasuke.
TJ, and this is the bingo.
No, it was in the joke. No, it was in the joke.
Yeah, because Naruto is sore spot. That's I don't know, man. Krillin could. I think Krillin would have a hard time against any sort of genjutsu user. 100%.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, all he has to do is 18, I love you, and then boom, his head clear.
Out of here.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, end the show.
End
End the show, bro.
You going? Next time we'll do these what ifs. We'll go down these what ifs.
Next time on Dragon Ball Bingo Book.
Next time on the Bingo Book.
Next time on the Bingo Book.
Yeah.
Okay. Doom 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 doom. I am Nightshade. That is Jet Vega.
Send you TJ.
Shinjitsu.
This is the Bingo Book. Thanks for joining in. We love Jet Vega for coming on. Great content. You can follow him. That was just Jet Vega, right?
Yeah.
On YouTube?
No, on YouTube it's Blackscape, but on
Blackscape.
TikTok, actually it's also Blackscape69 on TikTok. So, but you can look up Jet Vega. He might come up. I don't know.
Look, this man has all amazing content. Do you stream?
I've been streaming recently.
He's been streaming Fortnite.
I've been doing Fortnite, and I'm starting
Dragon
to do
Ball?
on my phone. No, but I talk about Dragon Ball during Fortnite
Okay.
matches. Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
it's fun.
You can catch us on some Fortnite action. We might, download it. He might download it. If you good fuckers get on his case, he'll download it.
So we play trios. I'm exclusively playing with Korra.
You
the
ain't
Korra skin.
shit.
Exclusively playing with the Korra skin. I got the back bling. I got the pick. I got everything. with her.
Okay. All right. You know what? Yes.
Here's to another great show. This is the Bingo Book, and we're out.
Today we went over a little bit today, and thank you guys for coming in. We have more content coming soon. We have more merch coming soon. We love y'all. Thank y'all for viewing us. Peace.